Hey everybody, I'm doing a video. What's up y'all? Hit the bid room. Just a small recap. I know these videos kind of piss some people off, but guess what? You're still talking about the same stocks over and over again. If you're hanging with the Triple D with us from 1685 and you bought the $20 calls, the $21 calls, or possibly you loaded into the 2250s for June, sorry, it was the 2250s and the 2350s and the 2350s for this week and the 22s and the stock. Yeah, I've had a pretty good month on this Triple D. We just hit new highs. Couldn't get past 22.97. I did lighten up today on the Triple D. You also have a company called SSYS that's reporting their numbers tomorrow morning. Hence the reason we lightened up a little bit on the Triple D. Now, if Triple D was to go to zero tomorrow, really wouldn't make much of a difference because I'm out of the stock right now, and all I'm holding left is some 2350 calls for next week and the week after that. But now this is what we call house money. House money all night long. Say what? House money all night long? Say what? House money all night long. Same thing with the Alibaba. Are we planning on holding some of these options into the earnings report? You betcha. I think you got another 8 to 9% to the upside. Did I just say that out loud? Yeah, I'll say it again. I think you might get an 8 to 9% move on the upside, but also you might get an 8 or 9% move to the downside on Alibaba. So what we're going to probably do is we're going to let these calls run, these 120s that we got, but we're also going to sprinkle in some 115 puts, kind of like the just in case. So if the stock rips higher, we got our 120s, kicking ass on those. And if the thing decides to tank and we get hammered on those 120s, at least we'll have some 115s. Now, if the stock opens up at 118 and sits there for the next 12 to 15 days, this position might turn out to be a shit show. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say Alibaba won't sit around for the next 10 to 12 days in a 2-point range. I'm just going to go out and say that out loud. VRX, another fantastic day. We were looking for it to hold 1375. Did that. And let me just mention the greatest trade of the day, JDST. Whether or not you swear by VWAP or whatnot, you know I'm not a fan of gold. And I had a nice trade on the GLD short from 121.50 to around 117, which is basically where it's hanging out. I left a little bit on the table. It went down another buck or so after I got out. But again, nobody buys or sells anything at the high. You try to make the meat in the middle. But then JDST is a anti-gold stock. I don't exactly know the definition of it. What is it? The Junior Gold Miners Index Bear 3 times shares, right? So if you were following along, you saw this morning as JDST started to come off those lows, what did it do? First broke the 1 minute, but we really weren't concerned about the 1 minute. When it rallied to 72.75, and then pulled back all the way to 71.40, and then broke back above 72.75, that's when the crew, the cutting crew, the greatest traders in the world, got long at 72.75, sorry, 72.75, like I said, spiked up to 73.50, which is where we took a little bit of profit, which seemed like a great trade for a second there. Pulled back nicely, and then, of course, the immediate onslaught came right at that 73.50 spot, and I was suggesting to buy more. Nobody bought any more. Nobody bought any less, but then it rallied to 78 and change, and once it couldn't break 79, the stop price was 77.70 for a whopping, no, you do the math, that's about a 3 and a 4 point trade in there. Of course, selling in the middle on the way up. But fantastic trade nonetheless. Threw that money back into CLDR as CLDR held up again. Pulled back to that whole number, 20.5. Boom, boom, boom. Bada boom, bada bing. Gotta like that trade. Got the Cybercock. So right now, the one thing I don't like about this market is I'm holding more positions now than I have ever had in the last 17 years, and I don't like it one bit. So here's the list of my laundry list again of stocks that I own if you want to start shorting against me. I'm probably going to hit the monster key sooner or later because I got way too many positions on. I'll give you the list. QQQ and diamonds, as always. And we'll go down the list. Got Cisco, which I've been in for quite a while. broke that, you know, once we got back about 27.50 about, I don't know, it seems like 2 years ago I've been in this stock. Cisco, SQ, you know, Square. I got the DDD, I got the Alibaba, I got the AMD, I got the Lumber Liquidators. I got the Depot, I got the Cybercock, I got the ACAI, and I got the Team. Way too many positions. I got the CLDR, I got a sprinkling there in Snap. It's just way too many positions. So I'm probably going to hit out a bunch of this stuff. Like I really unwound most of my DDD today. But one thing about the bull market is that if everything's going your way, you really shouldn't sell. So right now, everything's going our way. So what the hell do we do? You wait for a move like you saw today in, what was the stock that gapped up and rolled over? I don't even remember what it was now. But I'm waiting for a day where the market gaps up and then rolls over and goes red. That'll be my sign that maybe we're hitting a short-term top. I'll dump some diamonds. I'll dump some Qs. I'm waiting for VRX. Obviously, if I dump it, it's going to be at 1360. But I'm hoping this thing breaks back above 1444 tomorrow. And then if it breaks 1450, all hell could be breaking loose on this bad boy. And I'll be buying more VRX at 1450, 1455. Hope you're writing all these down. SQ have been in this stock since pretty much since the IPO. Bought more at 11, 11.50, 12, 12.50, 13. Sold it into that last earnings report. No, the one before that. And then I bought it back at 17.50. And now I'm still in it from 17.50. And I got some long-term options on a Team. I've been in forever. Forever. Finally bought more at 32.50. And then I bought more at 37. So right, it's at 37 right now. Oh, I still own a couple of, I own fuel contracts, but those are going to expire worthless. Anything else? Just way too many positions. And our day trades were pretty cool. JDST, pretty nice. VRX was nice today. Shorted some Depot on the reversal today. And Triple D, shorted it twice, actually, against my call position. It worked out. All right. KennyGlick at AOL.com. I'll be sending out new emails this week, because we had another crop of people coming through the doors. So I want to see what those people are going to be doing before unleashing or pulling the velvet rope away again. All right, I'll see you in cyberspace. Yay.